EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for February 23rd, 2021. Before we start into the forecast for the week ahead, I want to start with a review of yesterday. And not necessarily what went wrong, because nothing really went wrong as far as our forecast was concerned. And some of you are probably like, huh? You're way under here in our southern areas and only had a coating of an inch, and we had 4 or 5 inches of snow. The forecast itself was not incorrect from a synoptic standpoint. So we had basically everything we thought was going to happen as far as the snow coming in, the timing of that, the changeover to rain on the southern edge, and eventually New Jersey. That was pegged pretty well. The problem yesterday was in these areas in particular, right in here where I'm circling, these areas here had heavier rates, and this was not something that was picked up by the models in advance. So at the time we released our forecast at 2 o'clock on Sunday, the models still weren't picking up on it 6 hours later. So it wasn't until the overnight and early this morning that they started to adjust to it a little bit, with the heavier rates that were found across these areas in particular, and that changed the forecast a little bit. So this is looking at the snow that came in at 11 o'clock. If I move this over to just a precipitation radar, which shows precipitation intensity, this was the intensity of that precipitation across these same areas. And you can see it's the darker greens and the yellows here, indicative of some heavier precipitation. If you went back to last evening at this same time, the precipitation was not nearly as heavy. You're not seeing the yellows here. You're not seeing too many dark greens. A little bit, but not too many. So there weren't really indications that this is going to be a very heavy event across these areas. And with the lighter rates and marginal temperatures, you would have had a coating to an inch of snow, because you would have had some mixing with rain and some, exactly how we figured it was going to be, where you would just fall down to the ground, and with those marginal temperatures, you're not really sticking on the roadways too well. Well, with those heavier rates that came in, going back to the correct run, with these heavier rates, it actually overcame those temperatures. It overcame the late February climatology and overcame the sun angle at the time, because it's coming down too hard and too fast not to stick. So it piled up pretty quickly. So these areas right in here did end up in the generally 3 to 6 inch range, when we expect areas far south to be according to an inch. And the further north you went, it got closer to what we had, and maybe a little bit over, but it wasn't a big deal. It's really the coating to an inch areas down south here that really overperformed. And that's where we had our issues, and that's why we had those issues. So these are some things. That banding is not something that's necessarily picked up on well by the models in advance. Sometimes they do, other times they don't. This is one of those situations where they just did not. Okay, so that was what led to the higher totals across these areas, because the cold air in the column was able to overcome any warm air intrusion trying to come in there to change it over to rain, and that just did not happen until the very end. So I just wanted to touch on that, so you understand exactly how that took place yesterday. Now, this system is going to be pulling away today. This is the remnants of that system here moving away. So if you look at right under my video here, you see the chance for, we still have the rain and snowflakes in the forecast, and low 40s. And then tomorrow, upper 40. Very nice tomorrow, upper 40s, and partly cloudy skies. The reason for this is we have this short wave right here that I backed this up a little bit to overnight so you can see where it is. It's moving across the Great Lakes. It's an 850 millibar low, just moving across the Great Lakes here. It's going to move into southeastern Canada, but the southern extent of this might be far enough south where we get into some light snow showers, and further south maybe a few rain showers. Okay, so it won't be a big deal. And I think if you're going to get any kind of accumulations of snow, it would mostly likely be on non-paved this time. And trust me, it's lighter this time. It's not going to be something crazily heavy. So we're looking at generally a coating to inch non-paved in those far northern areas. And the NAM is showing this as well. As I move this forward, starting us off at 8 o'clock and move it forward, you can see these snow showers moving through. And they're getting pretty far south, and rain showers too on the southern edge, getting all the way down the Lehigh Valley. And this is looking at 11 o'clock this morning. And it's not going to stick around long, just a quick in and out. Most of this activity is going to be across northeast PA, northern New Jersey, mainly this afternoon in northern New Jersey. But this is going to be a quick in and out thing. And if you add up all the snowfall from this and total it up, this is what you're looking for from that system. We have a lot of coatings here, a lot of coating to maybe a half inch in a few spots. It's going to favor the colder areas because, again, temperatures today are getting up into the lower 40s eventually. So this is going to come down to timing here, and I really don't think you're going, unless you're getting in a really cold area, you're not really looking at too much in the way of accumulations. Higher elevations might squeeze out an inch or something like that, but it's not going to be a big deal today, I don't think. We'll continue to monitor that just in case, though. So this is going to be that quick-moving system today, and after that we are going to be, again, much milder here on Wednesday with highs in the upper 40s in many locations. Might even hit 50 down here by Philadelphia. So a pretty nice day here with partly cloudy skies on Wednesday. And then overnight, we're going to have a cold front go through. Might touch off an isolated shower in a few spots if this is a pretty dry frontal boundary. The frontal boundary, here's a low pressure driving it, and it extends all the way down to the southwest into the Mississippi and Tennessee Valley. So that is where the cold front is, and that's going to come through overnight. So that's going to render Thursday and Friday to be cooler days, but kind of like on either side of 40. It's not going to be really too cold behind this front, but we are expecting that once we get to Thursday, we'll have mostly sunny skies, and then once we get to Friday, it is another mostly sunny day with high pressure and control over weather. Now, the next system coming in is going to be late Friday night into Saturday morning, and there could be a wintry side to this initially, but I don't want to get anybody excited about this, thinking there's going to be a lot of snow or anything like that, since so many people are tired of the snow by now. I understand that. Believe me, I understand. There is a little bit of light snow perhaps at the onset of this, if it comes in overnight, when it's cold on Friday night. If it comes in early enough, you could have some snow initially, but that will quickly go over to rain showers here on Saturday, because Saturday is going to warm up a little bit. We're going to have temperatures in the middle 40s, so you'll have that'll obviously be too warm for any kind of wintry precipitation at that point. So, but it could start off as a touch of snow, maybe coating to an inch type stuff, and then going over to some showers during the day here on Saturday. That is going by Saturday evening. Sunday we have clouds increase again, and then we have another system making its way toward us for Sunday night and Monday. This one is definitely too warm, where we have just showers, rain showers expected with this, and that's going to be Sunday night into Monday. We'll have that threat for a few showers with this, but temperatures are going to be again in the middle 40s, so they're going to be a little bit too warm for any kind of any wintry precipitation. And it does look like that once we get past that point the following Tuesday, again, we're going to stay mild, and that's generally the theme we're going to be going into for the beginning of March, and actually much of March as a whole. I think we're going to be generally milder than average for the whole month. So our snow chances, although we're not going to completely kill them off, are starting to dwindle. Okay, and we're running out of time after a near record February in some locations as far as snowfall is concerned. I think it's about time that we should turn the corner and head to spring soon enough, because I for one am ready for spring. I don't know about all of you, but this has been a long winter, and we've had a lot of snow to deal with, a lot of systems to deal with, and ready to move on to baseball, spring, and all the things that come with it. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchus. That is your outlook for February 23rd, 2021. Have a great Tuesday.